This is the Ducky 1.3 Mini. Is it worth the $120 price tag? Let's find out. I've had this keyboard for a little over a year now, so it's been through quite a lot, and let me tell you, it has served me wonderfully this past year. From being a great typing experience to a good gaming keyboard, this thing has it all. But let's be real, all we really care about are the pretty lights. Now, me personally, I went with the pure white version of this board as I just prefer the way it looks, but there are many different colors and variations to choose from on Ducky's website, and they all look fantastic. The first thing I'll talk about are the switches. There are many different kinds to choose from that all have a different feel and function. Some are loud and some are quiet, and some are clicky feeling while others may be more smooth. For this board, I went with silent red switches as I'm not really a huge fan of the clicky keyboards and prefer it quiet. Here's an audio example of what it sounds like. Now, as you can tell, those are very quiet, and that's good for me as I don't really like my microphone picking up the sound of the keyboard. But I also have brown switches on an older Ducky 1.2 Mini for comparison. These switches are much louder and more clicky than the silent reds. It really is up to personal preference on which switches you should get, but no matter what you choose, you'll still end up with a great keyboard. Let's move on to the look and feel of the board. For starters, this board is very responsive, and for anyone looking to play those typing games, I think you'll have a great time with this. Playing any normal game as well is great, it's a very smooth experience overall, and I've never had any issues with this board anywhere. For the way it looks is obviously going to be a very subjective category, but this is my video, so I don't care. I absolutely love the way that this board looks. I personally keep it on this fully backlit cyan blue mode at all times as I think it looks wonderful, and I hope to eventually pair it with a full white, blue, and pink setup one day, as I'm a very big fan of how clean white tech looks. So I give this board a 10 in the looks department. I feel like if you're a beginner in the PC space and you're looking for a starter keyboard to get you set up, this is a great board to go for as it's very ergonomic and simple. It has all the essentials in one compact form factor that flows great. But even if you're a more seasoned PC player, this board is still a great option for you. Any functions that bigger keyboards have still made their way onto this board. All you have to do is hold the FN key and all the functions on the bottom of the keycaps become usable, so you're not missing out on anything by cutting your board in half. Now, for some minor bonus features I like about this board. I really like how easily programmable this keyboard is, with 9+ different lighting options, as well as the freedom to change certain colors on the board. I like that the USB port is a bit indented, so that it hides the actual USB. The previous Ducky 1.2 Mini didn't do this, and it just makes it look that little bit cleaner overall. I think that the silver outline on the case looks great and it really complements the white. And the best feature in my opinion are the adjustable kickstands on the back that can give the keyboard some much needed lift. Overall, I think this keyboard is pretty great, and since I'm not that picky when it comes to keyboards, I don't think there's really much that I change about it. I'm very happy with this board, so for me personally, it's a 10 out of 10. But let me know what you think about it and if there's anything that you'd like to add. I'd love to listen. And with that being said, goodbye for now.